And we know the Sweet 16 was barking and rolling. You had Alabama sneak one by the number one seed, North Carolina. North Carolina being the first number one seed to drop. Okay. But that wasn't the worst reason because the rest reason even got more chaotic because the 6th seed Clemson Tigers took down the 2nd seed Arizona. So the 1 and 2 seed from the West were gone. And then we head to the East region where UConn did what they did last year to San Diego State and gave them a beat down, in which San Diego State will never forget. And I'm pretty sure at this point in time, San Diego State do not even want to see UConn for the next 3 seasons, okay? Beat them by 30, all right? And then the interesting matchup that we had in the East region was the 2 and 3 because it was the Big Ten champion in the Fighting the Line versus the Big 12 champion in the Iowa State Cyclones and the Illinois. They find the line. I took that one home by 3. That was the Sweet 16. That was one part. But here's the thing: when UConn beat San Diego State by 30, this is what they did, including that game going up into the Elite Eight. They won a round game from last year by 24. Then the second round game last year by 15. They won the Sweet 16 game by 23. The Elite Eight game by 28, and then they won the next championship game over San Diego State by 13. I mean, no, they won the semifinal game, which was against Miami by 13, and then they won the next championship game over San Diego State by 17. Then going into this year, they first round win, 39 points. Second round win, 17 points, and then we just talked about that. And when they beat San Diego State by 30. Every game, no less than 13 points. We're talking 2 tournaments here. And we ain't even done with UConn yet in that graphic. Then the next day was pretty much would be Friday. NC State knocked out 2 seed Marquette. Gonzaga tried to fight with Purdue, but they couldn't do it. Duke took down Houston, and then Tennessee won the high scoring battle with Creighton. I mean, we had 2 1 seeds get knocked out in the Sweet 16. We only down to 2 up in the Elite Eight, and then in the Elite Eight, UConn beats Illinois by 25. And dive into that a little bit more. Alabama squeaked by Clemson in a matchup that I knew was going down to the wire between Tennessee and Purdue. I had Tennessee took that in because Purdue Zach Edey was a minimum sport. We'll get into that. And then NC State, the center of the run continues with Duke being knocked out by the Wolfpack. All right. Now let's break these Elite 8 teams. These Elite 8 games down, shall we? First off is the UConn Huskies. Oh my goodness. Watching that first half, I was like, finally, there's a team that's giving UConn problems. But the problem was Illinois should have been leading at halftime because they was playing stupid basketball. I'm just gonna say it how I said it on social media. Illinois was playing stupid basketball to me, okay? You passing up wide open 3-point shot to begin with. You driving in trying to get the center for UConn to foul, which he doesn't foul. All right. He's blocking your shots. He's altering your shots. You ain't making layups. You ain't doing it. It was stupid basketball by Illinois, but they was only down 5. So I figure in the second half, maybe they'll clean some things up and we'll get it going. Y'all see the graphic. It was 23-23 at the 151 mark. 23-23. From that 151 mark to halftime, 5-0 run by UConn. And then the first 7 minutes and 21 seconds of the second half, UConn went on a 25-0 run. So, from the 151 mark of the first half to the 7:21 mark of the second half, UConn went on a 30-0 run. And before you know it, we went from 23-23 to 23-28 at halftime to 53-23 in a span of 9 minutes of gameplay. I'm going to say it again. In a span of 9 minutes of gameplay, we went from 23-23 to 23-28 at halftime to 23-53. Good gracious. A 30. How you let a team go for 30 straight points without you having even tipping me, without you even making a free throw? A free throw to even break it. 30-0 in a 9-minute span. It is the most absurd thing I have ever watched and ever heard in my life. But I've seen it before, guys. I can't even deny it. Because I ain't literally seen it. 30-0. And the crazy part is Illinois is a top offensive team. And you got him at 52 points. Because they rode you from the end of the first half to almost halfway through the second half. They rode you. The reigning, defending, undisputed national champions rode the Big Ten champions like a steamroller. Lord have mercy. I have nothing else to say about this game. I don't. Let's move on. Then we get to Clemson, Alabama. Mark Shears was the difference in this game. 23 points, 8 for 18 from the field, 7 from 14 from 3. The 3-point shooting for Bama was the difference because they hit twice as many threes as Clemson, as you can see. Clemson hit 8, Alabama hit 16. Alabama gets a 7-point win. They go to the Final Four. That's all you have to know on that one, okay? Let's go on to the next one. Tennessee, Purdue. This was the game of the weekend. Outside for the Mets. Let me say that again. Game of the weekend. Excuse me. Game of the weekend for the Mets. And I know it because I had Tennessee come out of this region because of Dalton Knecht. Dalton Knecht, 37 points, 14 for 31, 6 for 12 from 3-point range. He showed up like I thought he would. But that redemption team in Purdue, man. That redemption team in Purdue. Zach Edey, 40 points. 13 for 21, and he took damn near as many free throws. He took as many free throws as he took field goals. 16 rebounds, and it was just like Tennessee had no answer for Zach Edey, bro. Dalton Knecht was trying his damnness. I mean, he was trying his damnness to equal what Zach Edey was doing. It just wasn't enough. I mean, 37 points ain't even under sneeze at, but Zach Edey went for 40 and 16. And Tennessee went 7 for 11 from the free throw line, but Purdue went 21 for 33. And most of them was to Zach Edey, man. And he was making the free throws. They kept fouling Zach Edey, and Zach Edey kept making free throws. What you want me to say? So, yes, along with Tennessee, I'm taking that L because I had Tennessee winning the region. But Zach Edey and Purdue Boilermakers, they had other plans. So the redemption story of the Purdue Boilermakers continues to Phoenix now as they win the Midwest region. The second 1 seed to ever lose to a 16 seed. They are on the same path as Virginia because remember, when Virginia got blown out, okay, let's put it in context, okay? Virginia got their ass whooped by MBC or I can't remember the Milwaukee team. They whooped their ass. They beat them by 20. Okay. The following year, Virginia came back and they shut everybody down. Virginia came back and was like, ain't nobody scoring over 60 on us, let alone 70. And you couldn't score. You couldn't score that Virginia team. And they went all the way to win the national championship the following year. Purdue got ousted by the 1 seed, Fairleigh Dickinson. Ousted them last year. Boy, Purdue couldn't hit any of it. Coming into this tournament, saying the reason that you had, Ooh, you got Tennessee as your second seed. Ooh, I don't see it. Ooh, you got Kentucky in here as your third seed. It's gonna be interesting, but we don't see Purdue getting out of this region. Who got out of the region? Purdue. They outlasted Tennessee. They outlasted Tennessee. I can't even gripe about it. They outlasted Tennessee. That's what they did. So shout out to Zach Eaton, Purdue. Great job. Now you in the Final Four. The redemption story has made it to the Final Four. Can they finish it off like Virginia did with a national championship? We shall see. That's 3 of the 4, and then number 4. The Cinderella story up in Raleigh, North Carolina is continuing to chug along because not only does the Wolfpack make it to the Final Four, they beat Duke to get there. They beat Duke, but man, that second half, Duke couldn't do a damn thing about it. DJ. As you can see, I put Go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJs. NC State DJs went in. DJ Burns Jr., 29 points. DJ earned 20 points. That is 49 of the 76 points for NC State. That was 12 points better than the Duke Blue Devils. You heard me correctly. NC State was 12 points better than the Duke Blue Devils. I don't know what to tell you. We are talking about a team in NC State, right? A team that was not even considered to make it. They weren't even a bubble team to make the tournament. They weren't even on the bubble. They was literally out. There was no chance in hell NC State was going to get in. They won 5 games in 5 days of the SEC tournament. They won the ACC tournament. They in the big dance. They get in the big dance. They handle business. They shot the 6th seed. Wasn't BYU. Who was the 6th? Texas Tech. They shot Texas Tech, which I didn't think they would, but they shot Texas Tech, took them out. And they won, obviously, they won over Oakland, who knocked off Kentucky, by the way. Like, come on. And then you get to the Sweet 16. They handled business in the Sweet 16 over Marquette, which I didn't see coming. But Marquette couldn't hit a damn 3 to say they goddamn season. This is the reason why they home now. And Shaka Smart still trying to find a way to get the team back to the Final Four like he did with VCU. But Marquette not working right now. And then that team, that arch rival team of the Blue Devils of Duke, and you handle business in the second half. You dropped 55 points in the second half, NC State. 55. And you just took Duke to the woodshed in the second half and said, hey, y'all gotta go. I'm sorry, but we ain't losing. So from being out of the tournament or the Wolfpack to winning 9 straight games to find themselves going to Phoenix for a Final Four. Man. Speaking of which, obviously the UConn Huskies in the Final Four. They was there last year. I said they're defending champions. Alabama Crismon Tide. It's their first time ever in the Final Four. Purdue, first time in the Final Four in 44 years. 44 years was the last time Purdue was in the Final Four. And then you take away 3 from 41 years since the last time NC State was in the Final Four. So this is your Final Four, man. You got 2 1 seeds. You got a 4 seed in Alabama, and you got an 11 seed in NC State. And then this is how we're going to kick it off. And we're going to kick it off on Saturday. 6:09 p.m. on TBS. Round. The first game is NC State, the Cinderella team, versus the Redemption team. It is NC State versus Purdue. DJ Burns Jr. versus Wooden Award winner 2 times over, Zach Eaton. That battle in the inside is going to be a hell of a watch. I want to see can DJ Burns continue to do what he do against this big fella in Zach Eaton, who is denying shots, who is blocking shots, and is running his butt up and down the court and making things happen for the Purdue Boilermakers. Woo! We know one thing: is a Cinderella story going to be in the finals, or a redemption team going to be in the finals? Either way, it's going to be a storyline in the finals because we already know Either it's a Cinderella story or it's a redemption story. I can't wait. I want to see who come out of this. And then after we find out is it redemption or Cinderella, 8:49 down in Phoenix, Arizona. Game 2 of the Final Four, where the reigning, defending national champions, the UConn Huskies, are one step away from being back in the national championship game and proving their dominance all around again. And then here comes a little team from the SEC that's mainly a football school, but this year they're a basketball school because the Alabama Crimson Tide have been doing their thing as the 4th seed. You know, you beat North Carolina. You handled business there. You did what you need to do after you got ousted by the Florida Gators in the SEC tournament in a dominant fashion, by the way. Even though Florida couldn't even make it to the round of 32. But that's maybe here right there. Nate Oates has that team buzzing. Okay. They are playing on all cylinders. If Alabama can shoot like they shot against Clemson, they have a chance. They have a chance. But if they can't shoot the ball from 3 like they did against Clemson, UConn will be right back where they were last year, and that's in the national championship game. As you can see here, the spreads are 8.5 for Purdue, 11.5 for UConn. I don't know. But hey, this is going to be fun to watch. Repeat champions versus facing the first time ever. And we got a Cinderella team versus a redemption team. The Final Four, that is going to be great to watch. I don't know about y'all, but this is going to be great to watch. I can't wait. So Saturday. Now, I will be now, to be all honesty, I will be on both TVs, okay? Because this one TV will be on the Final Four and another TV will be on WrestleMania. So I'll be watching both at the same time. I know a lot of people can't do this. So you have to choose one. If you choose to watch in the Final Four, I don't blame you because I just told you. The reigning defending champions trying to go back to back against a first time ever team. And then you have a redemption team at Purdue. Got to deal with a Cinderella team in NC State. It's going to be a storyline in that championship game no matter what. We love storylines, right? We thought the man couldn't give us no storyline. Oh, these 4 teams got some storylines for us. And whoever the 2 teams that meet on Monday night, it's going to be a storyline regardless. So let's get ready for that one, all right?